So we've just booked our flights. Yeah, so after we stopped filming the last video, basically just jumped on the phone, got in touch with a travel agent here in Germany, and she just recommended a flight route for us, some airlines, and we just booked our flights with her. With the case manager here in Germany, she told us to basically put together like a detailed ass email about my situation. And that was the lady that I was on the phone with in the last video. And she basically told us to just write a detailed email about my situation, including flights, and send it to the Ausländerbehörde. Basti took about 8 hours to put together this entire email. It took him basically the whole day. And we put in like the PDFs, we put in the flights, we put in the corresponding emails back and forth from the Ausländerbehörde. The first lines of the email said, "Dear ladies and gentlemen, please read through the whole email before you reply, and please do not refer us back to New Zealand Embassy or to the website." So we basically put that in there so that we don't get sent into the loop that we have been in, with people just referring us here and there and basically sending us back to the information on the website and or to my New Zealand Embassy. So about a day later, a reply came, and guess what? The reply was, "Please contact your embassy. Here's a link to the website."
Huh?
Basti was so pissed off. I was pretty angry, and it was just really frustrating. So Basti ended up writing something back to them. Please, read through the entire email before you answer us. About a day later, we got another reply from them, and finally gave us some advice that we really needed in this situation. What they actually did was that they told us that we need to apply for a visa, or that I need to apply for a visa, which we're a little bit confused at, because I don't even want to stay here. We want to go to New Zealand. This is what they recommended, because otherwise they're not responsible for me and they can't really help me. So then we had to fill in the details, go for a visa application, and we sent it in the same day. After sending in that, we got the best reply ever. We finally got a freaking appointment at the Ausländerbehörde. That was exactly what we were waiting for. This is something that we can actually go there, explain my situation, and hopefully we get a good outcome. So basically we're looking for anything that kind of just states that it was okay for me to overstay. Really, really hope that I get that, because there's a lot depending on that. The consequences of me overstaying could be banned from Europe, banned from Schengen area, and definitely banned from Germany. I wouldn't be able to enter any of those countries for a very long time. And that would definitely influence us not being able to get a visa for countries like Australia or New Zealand in the future. Yeah. So I forgot to tell you guys, actually I forgot to mention in the last video, but Basti actually applied for a travel exemption around the 18th of May. A travel exemption is basically something you need to apply for to even be allowed to apply for a visa to go to New Zealand during COVID-19. The travel exemption is basically for people who are not New Zealand citizens, permanent residents. Yeah. So people can apply to travel to New Zealand if they have a critical reason for traveling. One of those is being a partner of a New Zealand citizen. And that's Basti. Yeah, so basically he has to apply for a travel exemption, and that's just online on the website, immigration websites. And basically it's just a form. We have to explain your critical reason for traveling, and ours was that he's a partner of me, a New Zealand citizen, and that we've been together for about nearly 6 years. And just about a day later, he got accepted. So it was successful, and basically he was then able to apply for a visitor visa. So he basically, with the travel exemption, he had to apply in order to apply for a visitor visa. Then on the 18th of May, we got an email basically stating that we have 1 month to gather all our supporting documents to prove the critical reason for Basti traveling to New Zealand, which is that he's in a relationship with me. And we have to gather all the documents that support our stable and genuine relationship. So it's pretty much a partner visa without the partner visa. He just gets a visitor visa. Since 2 weeks actually we've been working on that and putting all the documents together, like photos, Skype calls, call logs, messages. We've been getting in touch with family and friends to see if they can vouch for us, that they recognize our relationship. It's a lot of documents. Like, they've given us 1 month to get this entire application ready, and it's been taking us quite a while. It's really stressful because we've been together for so long. We have to go all the way back and kind of scavenge for all of our for proof and evidence. Yeah, Busty basically wrote down our entire relationship in 15 pages long. Then we're adding supporting documents that go with the story we have written out. Yeah. It's a lot of work and it's quite scary. So we've booked our tickets, but there's still a lot of things that our travels depend on. So things like we need a visa for Busty, and I still need some sort of paper or a ticket that helps me get out of the Schengen area safely. Hopefully we can get that ticket at the appointment. Yeah, but I'm so happy that things are starting to move a bit more forward, and we're so happy that we're getting in touch with people that can help us a little bit more with our plans. So things are actually getting done, which is exciting. So I'm going to keep you guys up to date, and I'll post the next video of how the appointment went at the Ulster. They took my passport. Not sure what they want to do with that. We did not get what we wanted.